We can do Falcons first. Honestly, let's be honest. As of now, before major three matches, because I think Xnet's still on the team. Let's be honest. That team ain't. Is it moving waves for y'all? Is it moving waves?
Okay, so this is what I'll say about them. They got
Not.
they got a world champion in Pred. They
Yeah.
got a world champion in RCDs. They got Fellow, and they got Xnid, and they're still maybe gonna win 2 matches all year.
Damn.
Did they get Fellow?
I don't know. I
who's
don't know if that's confirmed. If they got Fellow.
I thought it was
Oh no, it
Priesta.
wasn't Fellow. Yeah, it's Priesta.
Oh, was Priest? Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, yeah,
That's even worse. That's worse. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I'm glad RCD is gonna come back in the league. He's kind of been personally one of my favorite players throughout the duration of his career. But obviously, until they really reveal the rest of the roster or I see how they play together before major three matches, they're still worst team in the league. Let's keep it a buck. So
we gotta say FaZe can't be S tier, right? Because Optic just slammed him in scrims.
all right, nah, because everybody was saying that yesterday on Twitter. Nah, let's keep it a buck. We'll get to FaZe. We'll get to FaZe later. Let's go to Minnesota.
Wait, can we do Miami? Because we already know where we're throwing them. They're at the back.
Honestly, yeah, we can do Miami. You said D? I'd say like C, low key.
Nah, Super's not better.
I would say D.
Super's a downgrade from Lucky, I think.
I'll go.
The Falcons are going to be above this tier that they're in, but
no, I think so too. I think this is strictly before the major three qualifiers, from what we've seen so far.
Oh well.
Oh, if that's the case, then yeah, Miami has to be D tier because they went top 12.
Yeah,
I think we should go off of how we think they're going to be.
Okay, that's cool. If we're going off how base we think they're going to be, I think they'll have a slight bounce back, and I think they'll be C tier.
I think.
I don't think it worse.
I think LAG is going to be in the dog shit tier. We can go ahead. And
Oh yeah, low key.
No,
low key. LAG. No, because
Johnny was the best challenges player. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I like Johnny. Johnny ain't moving the needle for me, bruh. He ain't moving the needle.
Have you not seen who else they're getting? They're making a 3-man change.
3 men? Who the fuck they getting for 3 people?
I thought it was Johnny, Fellow, Kismet, and
Lunars ain't staying. He's going back to Challengers.
Is this confirmed? Is this who are the sources?
That's what I saw on Twitter. And usually them sources are pretty accurate.
Shoot, they getting Lunas out of there already?
He's dog shit.
I mean, yeah, but like we weren't really expecting Lunars to like save the franchise.
They were all kind of dog shit.
Yeah. To be honest, I'd say, I don't know, because I feel like, because if they get like Fellow in them, I feel like they can at least slightly be better.
Yo, hey, I'm down for Rocker next, and I'm gonna say shout out to SGO. He messaged me back on Twitter.
But that is true.
Worse. I think they're getting worse. Paul X is an upgrade over Kenny. Kenny is struggling.
You said Paul X is an upgrade?
I don't know about that one.
I think Kenny will provide a good direction. I think he'll provide a solid direction. If he ain't putting up kills, then this is a D tier team. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But like I think
it's gonna be a dog shit team if he's not putting up kills. Let's be honest.
I don't know, because I feel like as long as he leads Ezreal and Geo in the right way, in the right direction, they're not going to be winning like every match. Let's be honest. They're probably not even going to be on winner side of the bracket for Major 3, but I do think they could at least maybe improve throughout the season.
I will tell you that I think Kenny this year has been a whiny little you know what.
Oh yeah.
I think he's just been terrible. Throwing
Huke under the bus when Huke was their best player.
Yeah, I really didn't like that. But I mean, that's Kenny's decision. You feel me? He felt like he needed to air out what he needed to air out. He felt like he needed somebody to listen. I mean, it's his decision. Was it the best decision?
Did he play better?
No, and that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. The fact that he did that and then he struggled right after, that's what messed him up. That's what you shouldn't have done. Because if he said that and then they played good, then everyone's like, all right, nah, Kenny was right. Hook was tweaking out. But at the same time, BO6 is such a bang out game. So it's like, you probably shouldn't have done that. That's just straight up karma. That's karma just being thrown at you.
How good do you think Optic would have been if they would have dropped Skies and Fred would have switched to the flex role? I know he didn't want to, but I mean, he was dominating with that fucking AR.
He was doing good on AR for people that like watch their streams and stuff. He was cool on AR. I think he would have been solid at flex. He's definitely already a slower sub, so
You think it would have been better with Ashley, Shotzi, Pred, and Hugh?
that low key would have been kind of nasty. That would have been nasty. I'm not gonna lie.
Who would be the
I think
IGL?
so.
Ashley?
IG. Oh yeah, low key. That there's no IGL in that. That would be just straight. That would just be straight bang outs. I think S&D would be good though. Their S&D would be really good. But it would just be straight bang outs. No comms, no nothing. But low key, like on those type of teams, everybody be giving it their sort of input. So
Hey, honestly, we're ranking this off qualifiers, right?
I was just rating this like based off what we've seen so far and what we think is going to be happening. Because I kind of like
qualifiers. If this is qualifiers, Rocker go A.
oh qualifiers.
Yeah,
Nah,
I think
honestly,
that's-
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Probably I'm between C or D.
I'd say give it to C just because Estriel and Geo are nasty.
I think
Yeah.
C, and then we throw Heretics and D.
Okay, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. I'm cool with that because I think at least with Kenny, they again it provides direction. Because who else is the third? Because it's Kenny, Estriel, Geo, then who else? Who's their fourth? With those three, because I'm pretty sure they're making like a 2-man change.
Miro.
He's still on the
No,
team.
Yeah, he's still on the
Oh
team.
my
It's a
God.
one-man
I know,
change.
this-
Listen, you know what's crazy? 2 years ago, I was like, this is the most underrated player in the league. And like, I still believe he's very underrated, but he be messing up in so many different scenarios, bruh.
That's why to me, Estriel is my favorite player on their team. He's the most consistent.
He is. Definitely Estriel. If not, maybe Geo, but Geo be having, I think this is the way I see it. Estriel was like always
He
close
never-
in damage and kills with Geo, but he's more consistent. Geo will have like a banger game. Like he might drop like 40 on one game, but then like he might struggle a little bit. Estriel's relatively like on the same playing field. So I get what y'all mean.
Now I
Gio,
would
every time I take his under, he just goes off.
even though
every
even
time.
though they dropped Paul for like the same lineup of player as Kitty. Obviously, Kitty all times way better. we know that.
Yeah, of course.
Talking about this season, I think if they would have dropped Nero and got Johnny instead of letting LAD get him, I think they would have been even better.
Okay. I could see what you mean by that. Let's see. Boston Breach. Oh, low key though. I kind of like the way they're playing, but god damn. You said
They're
D?
looking good. No, B. They're looking good.
Oh. I thought you said D. I was like, whoa. I'd say they're probably going to be better than Minnesota. I think especially with what they did at Major 2, it seems like they're putting it all together, at least especially in, I would say more so in Hardpoint. My main issue is more so like the third sub situation. Because Awakening, like, I feel like sometimes you have to give them third sub, like, especially on Vault, like, because listen, I'm going to keep it a buck. Y'all already know me and my predictions on the Discord. I'd be taking the Awakening unders. It'd be kind of close if they get a Vault control because he usually pulls out the third sub and he plays a bit better. And that's how it was with Insight too at the Major. Insight would pull out a sub, he was going crazy.
About Boston, the thing is people said that they need like a 2-person change, and people were talking about Purge and maybe Awakening. But I'm thinking if you made a 2-person change, it's gonna be the ARs because Purge might not put up the best number, but he keeps Snoopy in line.
Yeah.
I didn't think Purge has been playing bad.
You think Purge's been playing bad?
I said I
But-
don't think he's been playing bad.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
people have been saying he has, but like to me, he is needed because he's kind of like a sub ideal.
Nah, I feel that. He definitely be speaking his mind. I would
smart.
say Awakening probably got to go again.
Bro.
I don't know. I just like that Awakening Nero duo. I would like to see them play together again. Because again, on that Boston Breach team with Methods on MW2 2 years ago, I thought they worked really well together. And ever since then, ever since they separated, they've just not been at their best. So
Did y'all see the Boston Breach listen in? It was on a is it the Skyline Hardpoint at the Major? I don't know who they were playing.
what day was it? What day was it?
I think it was Thursday I think it had to be Thursday.
Oh no, I don't even think I was
Thursday or
watching.
Saturday. And Purge, everyone's like common, and then
Yeah.
Purge just sounds like he's laying in a recliner while he's comming, bro.
Oh
Like,
no,
he
you
has
did
no-
nah, yeah.
Bro, he has no rush to get the words out. He's like, "Oh yeah, once in you."
I feel like that's how he's just always been.
He's
You know what's
one.
crazy? First time I ever heard his voice, in MW3 season, I swear to God, I was like, there's no way this is your voice.
Yeah, I
He
agree,
had a
dude.
super
He
deep
does
voice.
he does not sound like what he looks like.
That's what I was
If that
saying.
makes
I'm
sense.
no, it perfectly makes sense. Perfectly. Because I remember I watched him for the first time last year. Like, because when he got picked up, it was like towards Major 3, like 6-star got added and like all the other maps. So he's playing wagers on like 6-star S&D. This man common like the entire map. I'm like, you do not sound like this. You got a voice changer on this shit. You got a voice changer. There's no way you sound like this.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. But yeah,
I
I'll
think
probably say Boston B.
Yeah, I think they're pretty much capped out. They might get a little bit better, but I think they're pretty much capped out, to be honest.
No, I'd say that.
Right there.
Not for sure. Toronto Ultra. I'm not gonna lie, them boys up north going crazy on them. They going crazy. I would say
S-tier teams.
no. I would say I'm going A, but like top of A
Yeah,
tier,
I'm saying-
absolute
yeah,
top of A tier. It's not even
Well,
close.
The thing is, I don't know if you can even say top of A because I think there should only be like 2 S tier, right?
Nah, honestly, I think there's only one S tier as of now.
No, I think LA's S tier.
I don't know. It's just like
I don't think so.
my thing is, I think they're kind of struggling in the sense of performance. I think Envoy's an insanely good player, but I just think in the terms of scapegoat, because a lot of the COD community likes putting scapegoats out there, Envoy may just have bad performances from time to time, but also I don't know. What do you think their struggle was at the major, aside from losing to Boston?
I am sick of Envoy being the scapegoat.
I don't like him being the scapegoat. I don't like it either.
He has life better than Ghosty. Ghosty has never wanted.
Oh, I'm lying. Yeah. And that's what I was gonna say. I think Ghosty's good, but he definitely has, especially after Major 1, he has not been performing that well. And that's not to say like he needs to be putting up like all the kills, but like I think. Go ahead.
No, I just said what I said. All he does.
Oh,
is
okay.
stand heal.
No, because I think what kind of like took them over the edge in the Major 1 like qualifiers and stuff like that is that all of them were playing well. Like nobody was having bad performances. Ghosty was going like 16 and like 5 in S&D on Major 1 LAN, but then he goes to Major 2 qualifiers, the LAN event. Like he hasn't been playing too well. But so that's why I'm kind of like in this weird space to where one of them isn't playing at their absolute best. Does it really matter? Like, let's be honest, they're probably gonna go 5-1 again if we're gonna keep it a buck. But I don't know. They're kind of tapering off like just a little bit, They got 302. You said what?
Major 1, I thought Envoy was their best player.
At the tournament, yeah.
Tournament, yeah. I'd say scrap overall, maybe, but Envoy was probably second. It's honestly irreplaceable. This is what I say. We make a 2-man change. We get rid of Scrap and Hydra. We bring in Illy, and then we bring in fucking who else? Who else do we bring? Give me some names.
No.
We bring in
Dang,
Study.
thank
We bring in Study. We bring in
Dang.
Study and Illy.
I got you the best LAT team you could ever create.
Okay.
Awakening.
Yeah, cook up. What was first? What was second one? What was second?
God RX.
God RX. Yes. Keep going.
Kenny from this year.
Perfect. You need IGL.
Oh, I got the last pick. If you
All right, go ahead.
I don't know anybody else.
Censor.
Ooh.
Oh.
Greatest team of all time.
And he's dropping 7.
Replace Kenny. I got the real IGL.
Okay.
Jimbo.
Who?
Jimbo.
Bro.
Nah, fuck it. We're adding Jimbo back in the league.
That's why
Optic.
he's their IGL.
Hold on.
I think Toronto's gonna turn it up this split, honestly.
I say C, and I'm an Optic fan there. Happy?
Well, you said what for Optic?
I say C.
C. I was gonna say C or B. Definitely one of these. I think as of now, I would say C, but I think they have the potential to hit like kind of low A. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the Skies change is really gonna like tip them over the edge unless like actually low key it could, because Hook and Shotzi play well together on this game, and they went like basically undefeated together. It just depends how they put it together, and they're playing well in scrims.
I mean, I like Skies as a person, but I
He ain't
like the
moving.
vibes. We
He ain't
need
moving
some
the needle.
kills. We need
Nah, for
some
sure,
kills.
for sure. But I think that's what you bring in
Thank
Hoop
God
for as
we got
well.
Hoop. Yeah,
I'm about to
thank
say.
God we got Hoop. But I think Optic will probably be low B at the end of the split.
I was gonna say like mid to low B. I think that's probably where they cap out
Oh, that's
for this thing. I do think they could hit. I think they probably, if
yeah,
let's say we go to Miami, I think they hit top 6 for Miami, somewhere in that range. I think they beat a couple teams on the bottom side of the bracket, but I feel like they might get slipped up against like a mid tier team and they go out top 6. But that's not to say that's bad. Like I think it's good to get everything out the way now in terms of like struggles. That way by champs, like you kind of have everything ironed out. So
I mean, if we're pretty much basing Optic players from how they played this year, I would say fourth is Skies. I would put Shotzi third, Huke second, and first I would put Dashy. If I was ranking the Optic players on the team.
I'm not totally mad at that. I'm not totally mad at that.
I think
But that's
Hook
just
and Dashy could maybe even change, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I would
that's
agree with
true.
that mostly.
That's true.
Shotzi's inconsistent. But the thing about Shotzi is, and everybody has said this, is he is when he's actually playing his best, he is the most impactful player in the game.
Yeah. Not for sure.
Agreed.
When you well, like it's different when like nah, you know what's funny? I saw a Twitter clip. It was on not Vault, it was on Hacienda. This man, you know, like the top side by like the window, AS and D, he broke a piece of glass in the middle of the hallway and laid prone in like
Oh, I saw that.
in
saw
like
that.
in a display case you would find at a museum. Like how do you humanly do that? Like how is that physically possible? How do you learn that? If I died by that, I would actually be pissed off. He looked like a display case.
I'd leave the game.
I blame the game too. I blame the game. I blame everything.
No,
I blame all the
I'd say
Treyarch
I would
devs.
leave. I'd leave mid game.
Oh, you leave the game. I thought you said you blame the game. I was like, I blame the game too. Let's see. Cloud9 New York. No changes to the roster, right? As far as I'm concerned, I kind of been out the loop.
No. They
I
didn't
think
I
change.
think that's a team that wants to stay together. Honestly, if anything, they were probably the one team that was like predicted to get pred.
Yeah, they
Would
should have
you-
dropped Mac for Pred. They kind of fumbled.
I would say same thing.
Oh, I saw something that said Vegas to get these good players, they would have to pay double what another team would pay to get
Damn.
them.
But that bag though, I respect it. I'm chasing that bag.
I mean, they have more money than Optic. We know they're loaded.
Oh no, that Saudi money, hit different for sure, 100%. Not even a debate. But in terms of the team,
I want to say B. I mean,
low key, I would say they're better than Minnesota. Yeah, I'd say better than Minnesota. But like it's weird putting them ahead of Optic. It feels so weird.
I would say put C9 top C and then Optic bottom B.
Oh, so you
I
say
don't
flip them
know.
like this?
wait, but I don't
Put-
know.
so
You want
put-
to why?
Yeah, that's what I would have.
I don't
also
know.
need
I'm not gonna
CDL.
lie. Just because, like, again, like, we don't know how this is gonna affect Optic. I feel like C is relatively safe. Actually, let me see.
Hey, Ultra might need to drop down a little. Honestly, now thinking about it.
Nah. For how they were playing, bro, Joe, that man Joey's a superstar.
Joe Shiesty.
Yeah, but
Joe
Cloud9 slam them on land.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't want to put I want to put C9 kind of up here and then Optic maybe like ahead of Minnesota on C. I don't know. Honestly,
we're putting Optic like getting out like top 8, maybe top 6.
that's what I say for Major 3. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I think they're gonna be like top 6 to top 4.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna cook right here.
Okay.
We'll put in Carolina D tier. They chalk them buys with Vivid.
You said D? Low key.
Yeah, they chalk them buys with Vivid.
You think so? I think
I kind of want to say C.
Oh, did you
I want
not-
to say
did you not
C.
watch them? Did you not watch their scrims after the whole thing?
Were they
on
getting
Vivid?
slammed? Were they getting
Oh
slammed?
God, they got 8-0 by Optic.
Not my goat tees. Not my goat.
Yeah, they didn't win a map.
That's so ass. I'm not gonna lie. That's so bad. I don't know. It's just because like I think they still have that potential Chalks are not chalks. Vibes might be chalk, but as long as my goat TJ Hallie's there, anything can be saved. Fat Bob saves the day every single day of the year.
Hey, I'll say
Fuck is
you're
we
right
talking
about
about?
that until they go to land and then Gwen don't show up.
Yeah. Lucky. I'm like, listen. I think
I don't mind this list so
I'm
far.
cool. I'm cool with C for Carolina, which kind of sucks because, like, let's be honest. Towards the beginning of the year, they were like A tier, and then they just
Hey,
they
you notice something?
fell to the floor. What up?
2 of the best subs in the game are from my state.
Oh yeah, Indiana. That boy Neptune.
Gwen and Neptune.
You want to do the Surge next?
Yeah, I say they're ahead of Ultra. I mean, they got
They're ahead of Ultra. Yeah, I'd say they're ahead. I mean, they beat them on land. I mean, didn't they beat each other on land, or am I tripping? I don't remember. I really don't remember.
I would say they'd be above FaZe, but they're 2-2 in FaZe. Beat them twice on land.
Nah, FaZe destroyed them in finals. Clean little sweep. I'm not trying to say that as a FaZe fan, obviously. You know, I'm not trying to be a hater.
FaZe always win Major 2.
That is true.
They're just gonna fall off a bit this split, but
You think they do? I think
Ultra
teams
be better than them.
I think teams figure out how Neptune play a bit. Because let's keep it a bug. Neptune on vault, this man hits pull every time and hits a flank. It's becoming readable at this point. Like at some point, teams are just gonna be like, all right, we know what Neptune does. Because I mean, he is your star player.
They read him, but then they still get shit on by him.
That is true. That is lucky true. No, that's actually facts. But I think that's why they'll still relatively maintain A. I think they'll be solid. I think they'll be fine. I think it just all comes down to Neptune. You said what?
Why hasn't Encourage been brought up yet to the like CDL?
I'm not gonna lie. After that clip where he was kind of complaining about like I made chalk my career off this, I think teams are kind of like, this boy talking about chalking his career. Let's kind of stay away.
But Zuma's team did him dirty, and Zuma was not happy about it.
Yeah, I will say, but I feel like that's just how Challengers is in general. It's so not organized to a point where it's like you can kind of just drop and pick up anybody at any point in time, and like there's no. Right. I mean, there probably is contracts to some orgs, but like,
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think Pro League should be allowed back in the CDL after what he said.
Who?
Pro League. I don't think he should be allowed back up.
Shoot, I don't know. That's if a team decides to pick him up, bro.
He called Illy the R word and called him autistic.
Damn. GG's, your career is over. It's like the I was gonna say it's like the SIP situation, but that's kind of a different story. That's like a whole different. I'm not even gonna get into that. That's some hidden lore. Like that's some 2020 COVID hidden lore. I'm not even trying to bring that up.
Vivid. Vegas is gonna pick him up.
But
then
I don't like that. I don't know if I like that, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Why hasn't Brack been back in the league either? Brack's been cooking.
I thought Brack was coming back in for a team. No,
is he?
I thought it was LAG or somebody else.
Fellow is too.
I don't know. Honestly, what we need is Omid to have their own team in the league. Let's keep it a buck. They've been providing the best challengers teams. Let's just give them a spot in the league. Fuck it. Let's give them a spot.
Did you hear Envoy said that if you added 4 more teams, then it'd be more boring than it is now.
I agree with that.
I'm kind of on the fence, but I get what he means. Like, I don't know if I totally 100% agree, but like I see the vision. I peep what he's trying to say. Because if you really think about it, like especially with teams back in the day, it would be like the same thing with CWL. So I get what he means. Would I agree 100%? No.
Do we know all the teams rosters?
Go ahead. They haven't confirmed a bunch of them.
Nah.
Because Fellow's no longer on Omit, which means I think he's going to get picked up.
Oh, no, he's for sure picked up. We just don't know what team.
I thought he was going to LAG.
I thought so, too.
Oh, I bet you Fellow's going to go to fucking Carolina and they're going to drop Vivid.
Oh, that would be kind of a banger. I ain't gonna lie.
What they should do IGLs because Slasher's inconsistent, and then Fellow's not the greatest slayer either.
Shit, you need some. I mean, if y'all need some. I would pick up Fellow over Vivid at this point.
What they should really do though is run the challengers events like a week before the major, and the top 4 challengers teams get added to the bracket.
That'd be fire. Sort of like EWC.
Carolina needs gone.
Yeah.
What
ahead,
about
throw
thieves?
FaZe up in the S, bro.
Yeah,
Throw
low key,
FaZe
you
up
know
in
what
the
I'm
S.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Phase up, bruh.
They just always show up, and it pisses me off.
We
But
need to talk to them.
Yeah. All right. So
No,
what
what's
about
pissing me off? What's pissing me off about FaZe is everybody's calling Simp the GOAT. These FaZe fans are they stupid? Do they don't know who Ian Crim 6 Porter is?
No, you know what's crazy? It's a lot of the casters that have been calling like Simp like number one, number two. I think he's
never
on his way
surpassed
there, but like it's still a little bit of a gap.
the wins total is completely different.
Not for
yeah,
sure.
but you can't really like put that into perspective in the
They can.
COD
Crim played a
league.
lot more teams.
But like they had so many more tournaments back then.
Yeah, but there was also a higher chance they wouldn't win because of all the teams. There was more teams.
Yeah, so I think they should do like average placement would be a decent indicator.
Oh, average placement, Crim's higher.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
probably Crim's higher.
so.
Let's
I
be
don't think
honest.
it's by far.
Crim 6 was playing. We're done with the 90s. We're done with the 90s. All right. Crim 6 was playing them plumbing. No, I'm trolling. Crim 6 was playing like legit players for sure. Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things that's like one of them does more with less, the other, but they're both on good teams. So it's like, honestly, we got it. What really determines Simp's all-time ranking is if him and Abizi and Cell were ever to split. Because at that point, it's like, all right, you don't have this second sub who's clearly like god tier. You don't have this AR that's clearly like really good. Like you have your own team. Let's see what you do with it. Will that ever happen? Probably not. Because I mean, those three are just like glued together. But
I wish it would.
Insider. I'll give you some insider. I don't even think Sim's the highest rated player on his team. I think it's Abizi. I think Sim gets a lot of the kills he gets because of Abizi.
nah, I would say Sim still as of right now. Cell's a close second though. But I get what you mean. Like Abizi definitely does enable Simp in certain games for sure.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like people look at Shotzi and say they're like, well, they have about the same accolades. Yeah, but Shotzi's through his whole career in the CDL has generally had less talent.
I would say that's debatable. I think the talent that he's had just like were out of their prime. Like Scump, Crim, Clay, like they were all out of their prime. So like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like they gave him the information and he absorbed it. But like clearly they weren't at their best. But like obviously Simp and Abizi were playing at their best together. He was playing at Cell's best. He was playing at RCD's best. So I get what you mean for sure.
I'm thinking wrong. Envoy never played with him, right?
Nah. Definitely not. That would be fire, low key. I would love to see an Envoy Simp duo. That would be kind of crazy.
I'm talking about Envoy and Shotzi.
Oh, I thought you meant. Ooh, my bad. I thought you meant Envoy and Simp. That would be good too. That would be good too.
Because the Cold War team, right, was
Cold War was formal Scump and Dashi, and with Envoy.
Also, who the hell was playing on LAG today in their scrims against Optic? It was like D-Real.
I think they were just using secret accounts to like keep the players secret before the announcement. That's probably what it was. They were probably just using accounts that they had. We're just like, hey, we don't want to reveal our players. We're scrimming Optic today.
If that was Johnny, he got hooked.
See, this is why we have him in this tier. I'm not trying to be a hater, but like, you feel me?
He was 12 and 18.
Shout out Gotaga.
They got 3-0'd on Control. And the Optic had 20 lives left in the last round.
I think I know what you're talking about. All right, hold on. Let's do the last team. Let's do Thieves. Where are we putting the Thieves?
I think they're S tier.
I'm just between top of A and S. What do you think is going to give me more Twitter engagement in the Zoo Mafia com? What do you think would give me more engagement?
Oh, what to give me more engagement? Put FaZe in A and put LA in S.
Nah, I can't troll that bad. I can't troll that bad.
Put Thieves above FaZe. The most, obviously.
You know what I should have done? I should have done a tier list, but like we should have done this, but have it completely in reverse, and I posted it today. Oh wait, I gotta do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna post this tier list, but clearly in reverse, and I'm gonna post it tonight. That way, none of the com can get mad at me. If I'm clearly rage baiting. Y'all can't get mad at me. I'm clearly trolling. Y'all just did not see what data was. That's on y'all. Let's see.
I think these go.
I'm cool with S, but like
I don't think they go S.
I think top A only because they got dogged on land.
No, and the
They
only
got
reason I
dogged
say
on
that-
land.
The only reason I say that is I do think Hydra at his best is way better than Simp. I believe that Hydra at his best is better than Simp.
My screen just went to the Oasis. Oh, it
do
put
you
up a second
disagree
tab.
with
It put
that?
up it put up a second tab. That's why. That's
Do you
why.
disagree with that though?
No.
I
I think
I think Hydra is better than Peak Simp because
Mm,
Hydra is unstoppable. Like, did you see MW2? He had like a 1.6 in fucking hardpoint for a whole
I
stage.
think MW2 Hydra is one of the more statistical impressive SMGs of all time. But BO4 Simp, my man was pulling out the Paladin. Boom, 1, 2, 3. In 5v5, bro. If this man was playing 4v4 BO, oh my gosh, bro. That was that.
Hey,
But also,
all I'm
I just
saying-
cherish BO4 too. I cherish BO4. That's like my favorite comp game. That's just Beto.
I still don't think BO4 Sim's the best iteration of a player. I think Ghost Crimsix and what was it? Is it IW Formal?
Yeah, I think that's justifiable. I'm not saying that's the best player of all time, but I think like if we're talking peak Simp, that was a crazy like. He came into that United team, took them over the edge,
I don't
and
know.
then they won champs.
I think Sim's a little overrated.
That's cool. I'm not even mad at that. I'm saying that as a FaZe fan, especially like for opinions or whatever, like y'all are more than liable to have your own opinions. If y'all think Simp is the worst player of all time, Simp is actually, let me not clip myself. Let me not clip myself. I didn't say any of this. AI is too real. AI is too real, bruh. AI is too real.
When it comes to actual rankings, I think Shotzi's underrated. These fucking FaZe fans call him a B tier player.
I
He really
he's
is
been
C
playing like
tier.
it this year, bro.
Yeah, low key. Low key.
Yeah. Hang on. No. You FaZe fans keep cooking us. I know you're not a FaZe fan, by the way, AG. But you FaZe fans keep cooking us. This same thing happened last year, and then who won champs?
right? FaZe, Thieves, Surge, Ultra, Boston, Cloud9, Optic, Carolina. We got Minnesota, Miami, Vegas, and LAG. Does anybody have anything to say before we chalk this list?
Yeah, the whole tier list is wrong. No, you gotta swap Vegas and FaZe.
Oh, Vegas, FaZe, I got you. Boom. Perfect. Now it's perfect. Now it's perfect.